Hey everyone, before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me bring more stories like this to life. And after you hear this one, drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to know how you'd react if this happened to you. It started with a text I never expected to see. Just a small, casual message on my phone. Her words, the ones I thought were private between us, but this time meant for someone else. Can't wait to see you tonight. I need you. My stomach dropped. I stared at the screen. Fingers frozen, mind refusing to process what I was reading. For a long moment, I thought it was a mistake, maybe a wrong number. But no, I knew that voice, that way of texting. It was hers. The days leading up to that moment had been small, but telling. She came home late from work several nights in a row, brushing off my questions with a tired smile. Calls went unanswered, or she'd step out to take care of something. I blamed myself first, convinced I was imagining things, seeing shadows where there were none. I told myself I was paranoid, that the stress of life was making me insecure, but something in my gut kept tightening, a warning I couldn't ignore. Then, last Friday, I came home earlier than usual. The apartment was quiet, too quiet. I usually hear the kettle boiling, her humming, the little click of her heels as she moves from room to room. But that evening, silence. I slipped inside, and the faint glow from the living room caught my attention. That's when I saw them. She wasn't alone. Her hand was in someone else's, her laughter softer, intimate. They didn't notice me at first, and I stood frozen at the doorway, every heartbeat a drum in my chest. The scene, the closeness, the warmth I used to feel with her, it was all gone, replaced by someone else. My mind screamed, my throat burned, but my body refused to move. I wanted to run, to leave quietly like she probably expected. But something inside me demanded acknowledgement. When she finally noticed me, her smile faltered. That confident, teasing grin I loved so much melted into panic, then guilt. She started, but I couldn't hear her words. I only saw the betrayal. I turned and walked out, driving aimlessly, hands gripping the steering wheel, trying to process years of love compressed into a single moment of heartbreak. The next few days were a blur. I tried to find reasons, explanations, anything that could make sense of her actions. I found more messages, deleted photos recovered from my phone, excuses that didn't add up, every small memory, the dinners we shared, the late-night talks, the promises, started to sting. I questioned everything. Was I blind all this time? Was I not enough? And yet, a part of me still clung to the love I felt, refusing to let go completely. Finally, I decided I couldn't ignore her any longer. I called her, asking to meet. She agreed reluctantly, her voice shaky, softer than I'd heard in months. When we sat down, she avoided my eyes at first, fiddling with the hem of her sleeve. I told her I knew everything, the texts, the dates, the lies. Her face crumbled. For the first time, I saw the way what she had done reflected in her own eyes. I never meant for this to hurt you, she whispered, tears spilling over. I was so confused. I don't know why I did it. Her voice broke, cracking under the guilt she had carried. I didn't yell, though every instinct screamed at me. Instead, I listened. I watched her unravel. Her defenses gone, replaced by raw, human regret. She admitted how it had started. An innocent flirtation that spiraled, a moment of weakness that became a pattern. She begged for forgiveness. But I knew this wasn't just about forgiving her. It was about understanding why love sometimes falters under temptation. I felt a mix of anger, sorrow, and exhaustion. The woman I loved, the one I thought I knew completely, had betrayed me. And yet, seeing her like that, broken, ashamed, I felt something unexpected. Clarity. I realized that love doesn't mean staying in a relationship where trust is gone. Sometimes love means letting go. I told her I needed time, that I needed space to heal, and that maybe someday we could talk again, but as strangers, not as lovers. She nodded, tears streaking her face, and for the first time, she hugged me without expectation, just remorse. Driving away, I felt hollow yet strangely free. The house felt emptier, Yes, but my mind was quieter. I didn't know what the future held. But I knew one thing. I wouldn't let this break me entirely. Betrayal is a wound, but it doesn't define you. You define how you heal. So here I am, sharing this story with you, hoping that if you've ever felt this kind of heartbreak, you know you're not alone. Life doesn't stop for betrayal, but neither should you. Sometimes the strongest love you can have is the love you give yourself. If you've experienced something like this, or if you have thoughts about how you'd handle it, please leave a comment. I genuinely want to hear your story. And again, make sure you're subscribed if you want more stories that dig into the raw, real moments of love, betrayal, and everything between.